Hello, I am excited to do this new challenge with you guys. We are going to do a 14 days of love challenge for Valentine's Day. It's just right around the corner, and Valentine's Day is usually about the ladies, which is super fun and I love it. But this year we're going to do something different, and we're going to make it about our husbands. We're going to do, I made an awesome calendar of a checklist calendar you can do. So you have 14 different suggestions of something you can do every day, of ways you can show your husband that you love him. And I'll do a little video the night before. I'll post it so that you always have some ideas or something fun you could do. But you can just download this for free off my website of fun things you can do for those 14 days. Now, I'm going to give you some 5 tips for a happy marriage as we go into this. And I want you to really remember these tips as you go through these 14 days. All right? So tip number 1 is whatever you look for is what you will find. If I had to sell my husband to you, to tell you what a wonderful man he is, I would tell you that he gets up every stinking night with our 9-month-old, who still screams and doesn't sleep the night, and he doesn't complain about it. He works really hard for our family, and he has been a great provider. He's ridiculously handsome, obviously, I think that. But he takes care of himself, right? So I could totally sell you and be like, this guy's amazing. You'd be like, oh, her husband is amazing. But I'm looking for these awesome things about him, right? And then I look for him and I find him and I think, oh, that's right, I do love that about him. But if I look for negative things, I'm going to find them because, surprise, my husband is totally human and he makes mistakes and he forgets things. And I could totally bag on him and you'd be like, oh, your husband's the worst. So whatever you look for, I really, for these next 14 days, you are going to look for the good stuff, right? And then you're going to think those good, happy thoughts about your husband. So whatever you look for, you find. So look for the good stuff. All right, tip number 2, connection is something you just create in your mind. You want to feel connected with your husband. Oh, I don't feel connected with my husband. It's because you're not thinking nice things about your husband, right? So you probably have some celebrity, a character in a book, somebody you can't even meet, or a celebrity you'll never meet, but you're like, oh, I feel so connected to this person because of the thoughts in your mind that you are telling yourself, so you feel connected to this person. So if you're doing step number 1 and looking for good things, then you're going to do step number 2 much easier and feel connected to your spouse. But just remember, connection is something just in your mind and the thoughts you are thinking. So think nice things so you feel connected. A lot of times, so tip number 3, we get married so our husbands, oh, they can just make us happy. I just want to get married and he's going to make me so happy. Well, he's not, because he can't. Only you have that power. But this is fantastic news because he can't make you mad. He can't make you irritated. He can't do any of those things, right? He's just a human. You make yourself happy when you think good, happy, nice things about him or your life or stuff going on, right? Then you're happy. And you're like, well, when I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head. I'm like, oh, what does he do? Just kidding. When he makes the bed, oh, I feel so happy. But I can feel happy even if he doesn't make the bed. I can just choose to feel happy, right? So just remember, your husband is just there for you to love. He's not there for you. He's not there to make you happy. Number 4. Oh, ladies, sometimes we're so guilty of this, that we have this perfect manual of how our husband should behave, how he should act, what he should do, how often he should be with his friends, everything. We have this terrible manual, and nobody really likes manuals. Nobody reads instruction manuals. They're lame and they're boring. So if you have a manual for your husband of how you think he should behave, throw it away, burn it up. Do not have your husband have a manual. Let him be himself, right? It's so much more fun to be with somebody who's authentic. But if you're thinking fun, nice, happy thoughts about him, you're not going to want this stinking manual anymore because you're like, what he just did wasn't in my manual, but it's so much better and way more fun when he does this, right? Throw away your manuals. And last, have fun. Have fun in your marriage and have 0 expectations with this challenge. That I'm going to do these 14 wonderful things and then my husband's going to surprise me with a cruise and a trip and jewelry. No, just do this and just have fun with 0 expectations. And just do it because you love him. And as I promise you, if you do this and work on those 5 tips of thinking nice things about your husband and looking for the good stuff he does, that he helps with here and he does this, right? You write him down if you have to, but your husband's a good dude. I'm pretty sure. That remember that connection is just something you create in your mind. No matter what he does, you can choose to feel connected or not connected. Meet your own needs. He's just there to love. Don't have a manual for your husband, because you sure as heck wouldn't want one for you. And have so much fun doing this challenge. I look forward to talking to you in the other videos. Thanks.